Everything I did wrong gave me riches and wealth and everything that everybody else wanted. But I just wanted to be like everybody else. Sometimes we don't understand, like, what is this thing? What is my purpose? Why am I here? Why do I have to go through this pain? Why do I have to go through this fear all the time? Why can't it just be peaceful all the time? Then it wouldn't be life. You know, it wouldn't be life. We have to take life at its term, life on life terms, not on our terms. You say you love life, you want to live life, I'm going to show you life. Life is beautiful, but you have to accept the good and the bad as being beautiful. You can't accept the good, oh, this is beautiful, then we lose somehow, our life sucks. Life is beautiful because life gave us the ability to just know them on our journey in life. We met them. We loved them, we cared about them, they cared about us. That's the purpose of life, just to enjoy what we had, what we journeyed through it. As soon as God starts noticing you, so does the devil. So that means you're gonna shine and you're gonna fall too. That's what this life's all about, rising and falling, rising and falling. But what happens when you fall from a rise? And that shows who you are. And we're all here for a reason. We don't know the reason, but we're here for that reason. Maybe we're supposed to decipher that, but we're all here for a reason. This is not by accident. Really, to ask yourself, why am I here? Who am I? Where have you come from? Why are you here? What is your purpose?
Why do you think you're here?
Why do I think I'm here? To understand the world before I die. Without struggle, there's no progress. We have to overcome ourselves. The fight is within ourselves. We have to beat ourselves. That comes with discipline. You know, doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it. It's all about not being discouraged. Listen, I've been knocked out, beat up as a kid, a younger fighter and stuff. People have been saying, I just knew never to get discouraged. I just knew I would get my day if I continue to try hard and believe in myself. If I lost, I didn't even have to act like I didn't lose. I fight him again, I fight him like I knocked him out the first time. It's all about what you believe, you know. And when you think about me, I'm a nothing guy. I'm really nothing. I'm just nothing. I'm not an educated guy, but I got belief in myself, and belief is more powerful than anything. Confidence applied properly will supersede a genius. There's nothing in the world like confidence. Nothing. Confidence breeds success. Success breeds confidence. Well, greatness is when you make your delusions your reality. Nothing's impossible for somebody who's going to try. If you're going to try, it's capable of being done. Making money wasn't about being rich. It was about, and nobody on the planet could beat us. That was everything. My whole life, he said, best fight in the world, best fight in the world. There's nobody on the planet that could beat me. I could beat anybody on the planet in a fair fight, and that's what I always believed. You know, I don't even think about that now, but just to be in that state of mind, I could be anybody that, one day I said this, and well, I'm so happy that I don't think that way anymore. I was having an interview, and I started thinking about Cuss, because Cuss is pretty, you know, arrogant, and Cuss said, and I said one of Cuss words, I said, I was being interviewed, and I said, how many people in this planet? I said, what, around 5 billion people, 6 billion? I said I could beat every one of them in a fair fight. And that's what I believed at the time. But this guy always told me, he says, I'm allowing my mind to get the better of me. Your mind, you don't have your mind on your work. You're not being disciplined. He really knew that. He always believed that his mind could heal anything. He believed if he had cancer, his mind could heal cancer. He was a strong believer that your body only purpose was to carry your brain. And, you know, he was just amazing, man. I respect a person who's willing to die for what he truly wants. Even if it's love, even if it's a woman, whatever it is that he truly believes in, and that he believes that it transcends him to that level to demand, for love, for instance, I look at love as a command to just rise to your greatest potential. You know, and that's how people should feel. Their objective should be to rise to their best potential in life. If it's to lose 30 pounds, if it's to pass a test, it should be to win a fight, to be admired by people all over the world. It should allow you to rise to your greatest potential, that you look at yourself in the most grandest fashion. greatness. I just never was able to understand that concept of greatness. And as time went on and I've gotten older and I've met many journeys on people that I met on my journey and people who I've read about on my journey. I read that all greatness, the majority of greatness in itself doesn't come with goodness. The two don't coexist with one another. And I spent all my life trying to become great because I had such a low self-esteem. And I realized late in life, well, I'm saying I'm 47, but late in my life, that all great men are not good men. And then so I tried to embark on a whole different career and try to become good. But what's the concept of good? Being a floor mat? I never understood the concept of good. So how do we live in those two dimensions at once? You want that greatness for self-gratification, but you want goodness from a human perspective. And I really have no idea, no clue how do I juggle both of them and be in harmony. And then in all actuality, they don't exist. You have to pick a side. And I always had a very complex life, and I never had a good psychological opinion about myself. And that's because of my upbringing and my view on my life and my view of just my whole barometer as a person. And so I never grasped that love of that particular identity of myself. I gave my whole fight, and it's time to give it up. It's time to stop and let go and let God. I did all I can do humanly, and now it's time for me to let God lead the way. Sometimes my whole life I thought I was the god of the savages. Look where I came from. I felt sorry for myself. Had chips on my shoulder because I was always poor. I was uneducated. I'm a monster. Watch me reign and all that stuff. And I found out I'm a little scary boy. I'm not no tough guy. I live fear. I am from Brownsville, Brooklyn. I'm what fear looks like. Look at me. If you think anybody's afraid of me, I'm probably 1,000 times more afraid of them than they are of me. That's why I'm more aggressive than they are. My whole life is fear-based. I'm afraid of my mother's boyfriend. I'm afraid of the guys outside. That's why once I got involved because I was a young boy, but once he spoke with me every night about discipline and character. You have to be disciplined. Discipline is doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it. No, nobody physically will ever fuck with me again.
He taught me to become the greatest fighter in the world. And he made me this fighter.
He made you this.
I still don't understand that to this day.
I couldn't apologize enough. You know, sometimes it's hard to say to yourself, I don't like myself. But I don't know how to change. We don't want to look and face who we are. We live a life trying to hide who we are, have our secrets, instead of trying to live open. That's the reason that we have mates and get married, because we can't live with ourselves, not by ourselves, but with ourselves. People say we can't live alone. No, we can't live with ourselves. Most of us never experienced just being with ourselves and our thoughts and our past. Sometimes your childhood can make you the person that you are. It can make you a success. It can make you a failure. Depends on how you plan to use it. It's just what we do here and what we leave behind our journey is really what counts. But just leaving here knowing that you were kind to people, and people could say he was a kind person, he was a good person, and you gave them the best you had. You gave life the best you had. You just left it all on the concrete, You didn't hold anything back, Life is just preparing you for death. That's what life is. It's pretty much a blueprint to death. Just treat the world like you want the world to treat you. And give the world everything you have. Give it everything you got. I'm aware that a lot of people next may watch me and may look up to me and think I'm a certain kind of guy, I'm a good guy, but they have to understand that I'm not worthy of praise. Only God is worthy of praise. I'm always just Mike.